your wedding party to you. First off, we have bridesmaid Katie Fain, escorted by groomsman Zach Seal and groomsman Ben Sauls. Next up, we have bridesmaid Molly Carr, escorted by groomsman Austin Hoddle. Ladies and gentlemen, bridesmaid Alex Dowds, escorted by groomsman Kendall Coleman. Ladies and gentlemen, bridesmaid Ashley Sugden, escorted by groomsman Alan Homer. Bridesmaid Katie Moses, escorted by groomsman Jordan Stum, and bridesmaid Shelby Moses, escorted by groomsman Wes Marsh.
That's a good one. Good idea. That's a good one.
Your maid of honor, Kelsey Hayes, escorted by best man Matt Eads. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's stand up and give a big round of applause for your special couple, Mr. and Mrs. Sauls. Let's hit it one more time for Hillary and Camden.
How about a hand for DJ Mike to get this started? Hello everyone. I'm Forrest Moses, if you don't know me. I have the privilege today to be the father of the bride. You probably figured it out when I walked Hillary down the aisle. On behalf of Amy and myself, Camden's parents, Matt and Pam, we'd like to thank all of you for being here tonight and sharing this special day with us. We realize that some of you have traveled far and wide, some of them really far. Camden's sister, 7,600 miles from Guam.
Wow.
I think 16 hours, including some time on a cargo plane. Ask her the story, she will tell you. We've got some from California. Christina's here. Anybody else from far away? I also want to thank Pastor Jeff for presiding over Hillary and Camden's ceremony. Thank you also for providing guidance to them. I enjoyed talking with you and your delightful wife Jackie last night and hearing about your Cleveland stories. And I can see why you married her. I want to give a really big shout out to those that put this day together and worked so hard. Camden, Matt, and myself. I killed it. Seriously, My wife Amy, who has proven the last 6 months that she is Superwoman. I knew she was an incredible woman, but and Katie, Shelby, Gannon, who did a lot of the cutting up and things that you see out there. Jimmy did a little table saw work for us. We appreciate it. Maid of Honor Kelsey, who you probably didn't know this, but her dress pretty much fell apart an hour before the wedding. And sequins everywhere, and there was super glue, and it all came together, and Kelsey did it. She took one for the team. All the bridesmaids, Hillary's Aunt Terry and friend Missy, for all your work helping decorate. Thank you very much. Hillary, you were the most beautiful baby I ever saw. Although everyone that has a child experiences it, the thought that you can love a little person so much, so quickly is hard to explain. Right, Katie Merker? As our number one child, there were so many firsts. The first time you squeezed my pinky finger, held my hand, walked and talked. I remember you doing your ABCs, in your case backwards. You were and are so loved. You only had 6 years of being an only child, but I think that was enough. You could not have been spoiled any more than you were by your mom and I, your grandparents, your aunts and uncles. She was it. She was kind of a big deal. And for that, Camden, we apologize. My guess is that any of her worst traits were developed during this period. I enjoyed watching you grow up, spending so much time with you, coaching you in sports, and being a part of your success and failures, as we learned so much from both. You are so much fun to be around. I remember years ago you came up with the idea for us to have vacation names when we went on vacation. We're the Millers, by the way. Frank and Angie. And we have decided, after much deliberation, that Camden's vacation name is Kenny with a C. And we will be taking our talents to the Big Apple for Christmas, New Year's Eve this year. And there's a rumor of maybe of a European vacation next year. So.
Woo!
Camden, or should I say Kenny with a C? We remember the many times you and your friends would come to the house to watch High School Musical. I think that you had a secret romance with Zac Efron or Troy Bolton or both. I think some of these guys might not have heard that story yet. Matt Eads was there pretty much every time. I think you made the right decision becoming Tip City's home run king instead of trying out for the lead in the school musical.
Oh.
We share our love for the Cleveland Browns. This has prepared you well for the ups and downs of marriage. And I promise you, your marriage will provide way more happy times than the Browns have done in your lifetime.
Well said.
Seriously, thank you for loving my daughter. We can't be more proud of both of you. I know that you both understand that you and all of us are imperfect children of God. We welcome you to the family. Please be patient with each other. Hillary, I know that's really hard. Enjoy the ride and don't sweat the small stuff. So, I would like to raise a glass. Here's to my daughter and her new husband. Raise your glasses and remember this truth. Her lucky man and I have each gained something this fine and blessed day. He gains a wife and a companion for life, while I gain a whole new stack of bills to pay. Congratulations.
Camden, Hillary, I'm so pleased I was able to join you and all of your friends and family on this momentous day. As Forrest alluded to, it was quite a journey. 8 hours on a cargo plane, 58 hours total, but totally worth it. And Not at all for the marathon, definitely just for the wedding. Marriage mentor Maggie Reyes said, "Marriages are like fingerprints. Each one is different and each one is beautiful. Today has been full of beautiful things, from the ceremony to the bride to this beautiful reception. I hope your marriage continues to be as beautiful as this day has been. I hope you'll find marriage mentors at various stages in their own beautiful and different relationships. Seek out couples who are newly married, measuring their time together in weeks and months, friends, co-workers. Then, turn to couples who have been married a very long time, measuring their relationships in decades, parents, aunts and uncles. Finally, look to couples somewhere in the middle. Say a sibling who's been married 16 and a half years. All of these marriages are different and beautiful in their own ways, and I hope you'll use their experiences to foster and guide your own marriage journey. If you were to ask Camden's older sister for advice, here's what she'd say. Life is busy and will continue to get even busier with school, work, sports, kids, activities, and so on. Don't let your marriage become just another thing on a long list of responsibilities. Make it a priority that receives the focus and attention that it deserves. Above all else, be as selfless as you can. As kids, Camden and I spent a lot of time camping in Apple Valley. The best part was always the campfire, though maybe not the gathering of sticks to get the fire going. Somehow, I always seem to get way more sticks than Camden. So, when I found this quote from poet Marnie Reed Crowell, I knew it was apropos for today. To keep the fire burning brightly, there is one easy rule. Keep the two logs together, near enough that they keep each other warm, and far enough apart, about a finger's breadth, for breathing room. Good fire, good marriage, same rule. May your marriage be beautiful. May you stay near enough to keep each other warm. And may you have lifelong happiness together. To Camden and Hillary.
All right, excellent job, Jenny. Big round of applause for Jenny. It takes a lot of guts to
Good
get up
job,
there and
Jenny.
speak for everybody. Thank you so much, Jenny. All right, next up we have your best man, Matt Eads. Big round of applause for Matt Eads. All right, Matt, go ahead. Take it away, bud.
Good evening. I want to start out by thanking everyone for coming out tonight. Beautiful bridesmaids, these great groomsmen, and everyone who made this day possible, specifically Forrest and Amy Moses and Matt and Pam Sauls. I'd like to offer a toast to you for not only making what this day has been great, but also raising these two incredible individuals. I am especially thrilled to be here today to celebrate this brilliant day beside my friend, who I'm proud of. For those who do not know me, I am Matt Eads. I have known Camden for a long time, since elementary school, where we grew up right down the street from one another. The Sauls residence has always been my second home. We have been through so much together, whether it be hanging out, doing what boys do, creating our own version of neighborhood golf, where we just hit tennis balls to the neighbor's yard and just aim for your garage, or just cruising the Tip City streets. But to cruise the Tip City streets, we needed cars. Because we needed cars, we put a few out of commission. Yeah, I know you remember this. Yeah, just a few. First, there was when you blew that head gasket, when we were filling up gas and smoked out at the gas station, and we were barely able to get the car home. Dumb luck, sure. Second, when you hit that curb, and we popped the tire. Hit a curb, we got the brilliant idea to pop the tire, and we tried to blame it on the tire to purposely get the car towed. rather than blaming it on hitting the curb. Cam, sorry to say this, but let Hillary handle the car problems and everything else will be fine.
Take your time, bud.
Thanks. I can't remember the day that you guys met each other first at the St. Chris Fest. Thanks to Ashley. Mitchell introduced them. Pretty soon thereafter, we would all get together and watch the Browns lose, and not much has changed in those 10 plus years. But, this is the Browns year, and we're just off to a slow start. These two have always had great chemistry, and I could not be more excited for them and what their future holds. I know they will be each other's #1 fan and continue to share the love and happiness till the end of time. Hillary, you do look stunning, you're amazing, and you're far too good for Camden. But you connect with him and deal with everything life throws at you. You are perfect for him and each other, and I could not wish for a better person to marry him. At this time, I ask everyone to raise their glass. May the flame burn long, and may sparks continue to fly to Hillary and Camden.
Awesome. Great job, Matt. Thank you very much, Matt. Big applause for the best man, Matt Eads. All right, so
Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Kelsey and I'm the maid of honor. I'm also Hillary and Camden's lovely roommate. I'd like to thank both Hillary and Camden's parents as well as everyone else who made today possible. It has been a dream so far and I'm sure the rest of the day will continue as such. I met Hillary about 8 years ago when she came to visit Ashley at Kent State, where we were both students at the time. Hill came up to Kent from Ohio State a bunch, and Ash and I went down to Ohio State to see her all the time as well. After graduation, Hill and I stayed in touch, and when I moved to Indiana for grad school, she was the first person to come and see me. I moved out to a state where I knew no one, and having Hillary come out and visit so early really helped me get through those first few months. Well, she obviously had the best time of her life because she considers herself an honorary Hoosier now. It was at this time in my life that I knew Hillary and I would be friends forever. We certainly had fun together, but also had grown so much closer in our friendship that she truly became the sister I never had. Hill always made the effort to visit me no matter where I was, be it Indiana, Cleveland, or DC, and as luck would have it, we finally ended up in the same city in 2016. Hillary is one of the most supportive and loyal people I have been lucky enough to know. I vividly remember the first time I met Camden. It was at Bunkers on Thursday, September 14th, 2015, and we split a taco pizza.
Let them know, Cam. Let them know.
Hill and I were off to New York City in the morning, a trip neither of us probably should have taken considering our finances at the time, but we have since recovered. And I was so excited to finally meet Cam, the guy I'd heard so much about and who made her happier than I'd ever seen. Instantly, I saw everything she'd been telling me the last few months. Cam is one of the absolute most genuine and personal people I've ever met. I felt like I'd known him for years within 10 minutes of meeting him. Well, obviously the pizza was amazing, and Hill and I went off to New York City, and we ended our trip watching the Browns open the season versus the Jets, but we don't need to discuss the score. Fast forward to present day, and we've been roommates for 1.5 years. What started as a silly, offhand comment at a Blue Jackets game has become one of the best decisions I've ever made. Sure, we've had our ups and downs living together, who doesn't? But overall, I wouldn't change it for the world. Not only is it amazing to live with two of your best friends, who also happen to root for all the same teams as you, but I've had the privilege to witness true and real love every single day. When you live with someone, you see all sides of them. I know both Hill and Cam so well, and I can say without a doubt that their love for each other is honest and unwavering. The two of you are truly a team, and that has given you the solid foundation to build the rest of your lives upon. You both mean so, so much to me, and I couldn't be more honored to be part of your big day. Thank you both for being a source of constant inspiration and for enduring friendship. I love you both immensely and couldn't imagine my life without both of you in it. Please join me in toasting to a lifetime of love and happiness for the new Mr. and Mrs. Sauls in Gold Browns.
Awesome. Great job, Kelsey. Big round of applause for Kelsey Hayes, your maid of honor.
Awesome job.
All right, so I need Hillary and Camden to go ahead and make their way.